Now, on just one station, a cell phone recording a confrontation with cops. One man seen with his hands up.
I'm asking the officer, I said, sir, please don't shoot me. Please do not shoot me just like that.
And he couldn't believe what happened next.
When he hit me, I'm like, I still got my hands in the air. I said, no, I just got shot.
Tonight, police under fire.
Well, despite having his arms in the air, the victim was still shot by officers.
He says his nightmare did not end there. 7's Brian Enton is live with this exclusive from North Miami Police, where some are demanding answers this evening. Brian?
Belkis, not only does this man say he was shot while he was just doing his job, helping his autistic patient, but he says after police mistakenly shot him, they left him on the ground bleeding and handcuffed him. This is Charles Kinsey laying in the middle of the road with his hands in the air. North Miami police have rifles pointed at him. Listen as he tries to tell them he's a therapist, just trying to help a confused autistic man who ran away from a group home. Charles remembers the moments before he got shot.
I'm going to the ground just like this here with my hands up. And I'm laying down here just like this. And I'm telling him again, sir, it's no need for a firearm. I'm unarmed. He's an autistic guy. He had a toy truck in his hand.
He pleads with officers to back down and also tries to calm down his patient. This goes on for minutes, and then Charles says out of nowhere, a North Miami police officer shoots him.
I'm like this right here. And when he shot me, it was so surprising. It was like a mosquito bite. And when he hit me, I'm like, I still got my hands in the air. I said, no, I just got shot. And I'm standing there, I'm like, sir, why did you shoot me? And his words to me, he said, I don't know.
North Miami police say it all started when someone called 911 and said there was a man walking around with a gun threatening suicide Monday. But Charles says the gun was a toy truck. The man was the autistic patient.
I was really more worried about him than myself, because I'm looking at, as long as I got my hands up, they're not going to shoot me. This is what I'm thinking. They're not going to shoot me. Wow, was I wrong?
Charles says what police did after he was shot is what upsets him the most.
I think they got like 1, 2, 3 sets of handcuffs. They cuff my hands and they flip me over, and I'm laying on the concrete like this right here. I'm bleeding.
Day in and day out, Charles works helping the disabled. He just wants to know why the officer fired.
So grateful that he's alive and he's able to tell his story.
Every time I close my eyes, it's just like I'm just seeing flashbacks.
So take a live look right now. This group outside the North Miami Police Department, this is the Circle of Brotherhood. They are an organization, and they say they want police to answer questions about why this happened, and they want to know whether this officer will be charged. North Miami Police have not released much information at all. They are not releasing the officer's name. They are not giving us an update on their investigation, but they did say that the state attorney is now a part of this investigation. Live in North Miami, Brian Enton, 7.
Oh my gosh, man, this story is mind-blowing, man. It's just like, you can get shot by just laying on the ground with your hands up, no weapon in sight, man. The officer still shoots you, man. What's up with that? Like, we have to really change something with our police officers, man, because they just approaching people and letting off rounds, man. Don't call and say, I got a gun in my hand. Please don't. I don't care, it might be a cell phone, it might be a microphone, it might be something, but don't tell nobody I got a gun in my hand, because if they just coming off and don't see no gun in sight and just letting off rounds at me, man, like, I don't even got a chance. Just luckily, this guy was able to live and tell his story, and there was a camera to witness it, man, because most of these people are just dying, and then it's like the police officer's story is all that's left to be said, man, and the camera footage is like, it's choppy and it's not all the footage, so people can make up any excuse for why police officers just put holes in people and kill them, and they get dismissed off, man. And recently I released a song called Gunshots, and it's detailed, man. I laid out lyrically explaining the situation, man, and in the eyes of the victims, of the people that are getting shot, man. Check it out. The link gonna be at the bottom of this video. But man, dude, that's just scary that you could be so cooperative with police officers nowadays and they just on the edge to shoot you, man. And it's like they're so trigger happy nowadays. It's like pow, 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 especially with other officers getting shot too, and it's been put on the national news. And now it's like, okay, who do we trust? And the citizens are like, who do we trust as far as police officers go? So it's a lot of bad energy in the air. We got to clear this up some way, some shape, somehow, man. I don't think that this is a good way to go forward, man, because I mean, think about it. This hitting the news about a guy with his hands up, black guy, behavioral therapist for autistic patients. That's like the perfect situation to not get shot, being somebody that's actually doing their job, sitting there with their hands up saying, hey, please don't shoot me, I got my hands up, officer, you know what I'm saying, I'm just helping my client out, he's autistic. Pow, you get shot, and then people like looking like, man, we don't have no chance. They're going to be like, we have no chance to survive out here, and that's going to create more chaos and more hysteria out in the world, man. We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better, man. I just want to spread awareness about what's going on so you can be aware if you're in a situation to be, you know, maybe film it or call the police or call somebody to help you if you're in a situation where you might run into a trigger happy police officers, so you don't get murdered, man, because it's more than reality nowadays, and it's happened over and over and over again in so many different situations. Sometimes the guy who's being apprehended is resisting arrest, and they use that as an excuse. Sometimes they say the guy had a criminal background, they use that as an excuse. Sometimes the guy's just reaching for his ID, he gets shot, they use something else as an excuse. He shouldn't have been reaching, he shouldn't have said he got a gun. And then sometimes the guy's just taking care of his client, laying on the ground, hands up in the air, saying, hey, I don't have a gun, don't shoot me, there's no reason to shoot, there's no reason to have a gun in your hand, officer. Boom, still get shot. So what is our options, man? What is our options going forward? Y'all let me know, man. Write it in the comments, subscribe, like, share this information, man. Check out my song Gunshots, man. It's exclusive. I love it. Video coming soon.